In 1985, Nintendo released their revolutionary game Super Mario Bros. Ever since then, people have been trying to beat the games as fast as they possibly could. What do you think the fastest time is to beat the game? An hour? 30 minutes? How about under 5 minutes? On February 16th, 2018, Twitch streamer Homicide12 achieved the current world record of 4 minutes and 56 seconds and 462 milliseconds, beating the previous record by only 66 milliseconds. He achieved this through a number of very specific glitches and game manipulations, including confusing the game to teleport him to the incorrect screen, movement manipulation, and split-second timing.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow! That was so good.
Speaking of games released in the 80s, the ghosts in the Pac-Man series may seem to have random patterns, but they all actually have different AIs. Blinky actually chases behind Pac-Man, Pinky tries to get in front of Pac-Man, and Clyde also chases Pac-Man. But if he ever gets too close, he'll run towards the corner. Inky is the only one who is just randomized movements, where he can do any combination of all the other 3 AIs. Bonus fact, in Japan, it is actually Clyde who is called stupid, not Inky. Everyone who's played Portal, or who has been on the internet, knows about the cake is a lie meme. Did you know that the cake actually exists in real life? The cake in Portal is based off the Black Forest cake, which is a cake sold by the Regent Bakery and Cafe located in Redmond, Washington. Guess for once the cake isn't a lie. In the game Pokemon, each Pokemon can only be given up to 2 elemental types. These types determine whether a move does more damage to them or less damage to them, depending on the Pokemon's types and the move's own type. In theory, if you were to make a Pokemon that had all the types in the main game series, it would only be weak to one type, rock types. The box character from Overwatch, Tracer, is actually homosexual. This was first shown in the Overwatch comic Reflections, when Tracer first kissed her girlfriend, Emily. This is then later confirmed in a tweet by Michael Chu, the lead writer of Overwatch. This makes Tracer the first confirmed LGBT character in the game. Before the jump-scaring, confusing as crap, lore-generating, nightmare-inducing games of Five Nights at Freddy's, the series creator, Scott Cawthon, actually worked on more religious games, including the game The Pilgrim's Progress. However, people criticized his characters for looking too much like animatronics, which in turn inspired the entire FNAF games. For people who love the comedian Robin Williams, most likely you'll know that he has a daughter named Zelda Williams, who was also named after the princess in the Legend of Zelda series of video games. But did you know that Princess Zelda was actually named after a real-world person? She was named after the wife of F. Scott Fitzgerald, the writer of The Great Gatsby, who was born in the 1900s as Zelda Sari. In the popular game Tetris, the pieces actually have names. They're known as Tetrominos, which is a portmanteau of Tetris and Domino. In the 2015 indie video game Undertale, it is virtually impossible to lose the first boss fight against the game's tutorial character, Toriel, as when the character drops to 2 HP, Toriel will purposefully avoid the player when attacking. However, if you do manage to get killed during the fight, there is 1 frame before the game over screen where you will see a unique shock expression on her battle sprite. There is a series of games released for the Atari 2600 called Sword Quest. These games were a part of a $15,000 competition that Atari held. Players of the game would have to play through the games and find clues. And then they would have to use these clues to find hidden words or other clues inside the DC comics that came with the game. Winners would get a gem-covered prizes such as a talisman, a chalice, a crown, and a philosopher's stone. The winners were then planned to come back and compete against each other for a chance to get the grand prize, a $50,000 sword. However, the infamous video game crash of 1980s caused the competition to stop midway, the 4th game never to be released.